r/AskReddit. What mind-blowing facts would satisfy a 4-year-old daughter's daily request for one fact before bedtime? Dogs can tell when you're coming home by how much of your scent is left in the house if you have a daily routine. Most people have more than the average number of arms. At first I was like, oh, a troll comment, but then I realized some people have less than 2 arms, making the average less than 2 nice 1. A day on Venus takes longer to complete than a year on Venus. How? It simply takes longer for Venus to do one complete rotation around its own axis than it does for the planet to rotate around the sun. Another fun fact is aluminum used to be such a precious metal and so expensive that the top point of the Washington Monument is made of pure aluminum. At the time of construction, that aluminum would be about like capping it with platinum today. Otters have skin pockets for their favorite rocks. They are also surprisingly vicious. I seem to remember that most sea otters are left-handed too. The name for the Arctic comes from the ancient Greek word for bear, Arctus, named after one of the constellations Ursa Major, Big Bear, or Ursa Minor, Little Bear, but there are bears living there too. So basically, the Arctic is called bear, and the Antarctic is called not bear, and the word bear isn't the animal's actual name. Ancient peoples feared that speaking its name would bring bad luck. It's a euphemism roughly translated to the brown one. Most elephants weigh less than a blue whale's tongue. I guess I'm for, because I'm loving all the fun facts in this thread. Some species of burrowing spiders keep teeny tiny frogs in their burrows to keep it free of bugs too small for the spider to get that might try to eat the spider's eggs. This means that tiny frogs are spider cats. Yes, I love it when my cat saves my human eggs from being eaten by tiny bugs. From the time Pluto was discovered until the time it was demoted from planethood, it still hadn't made one complete revolution around the sun. 73 years from 1933 to 2006 out of a 248-year orbit. Bees tell their friends about good nearby flowers by dancing. And if you feed them cocaine they will exaggerate the amount of flowers and sometimes say they found flowers when they actually haven't, just like humans. Probably not suitable for a 4-year, but it's cool to know we are not so different to bees. 18 bees? Heck yeah we do. There's an island in Japan, populated only by fluffy bunnies. Been there. It's the most amazing place on earth, bunny owner. And there are ruins there from chemical weapons testing facilities. Pineapples are a collection of berries. Bananas are berries too. And they grow on banana plants, not banana trees. The building in the world with the most toilets is Wembley Stadium. Cows get excited when they solve puzzles. The filling in a Kit Kat is broken up Kit Kats. One time a guy ate an aeroplane. It took him several years, but he did it. The little jump guinea pigs do when they're happy is called popcorning. When a cat walks towards you with its tail up, that means it likes you and is excited to see you. Elephants have a noise that means there are bees here, let's leave immediately. They played golf on the moon one time. I will add more if I think of them. What topics does she like? But what was used for the filling of the first Kit Kat? Giraffe tongues are black to protect from sunburn as they are out so much during the day. Chocolate was once used as currency by the Aztecs. More accurately, cacao beans were used. Worms have 5 hearts. The surface of Mars is covered in rust, making the planet appear red. The red food coloring, carmine, that's used in a lot of candy is made up of a kind of beetle. There's a train station in Japan that has a cat station master, currently Netama. Cows have best friends and get stressed when separated. When a bee is chosen to be the new queen, they are given a special type of honey that completely changes their bodies. Kind of like how a Pokemon evolves. Super simplified, but it's still pretty cool to think about. Hippopotamus milk is pink. Some fish cough. Don't eat too many carrots or your skin will turn orange. That happened to my own daughter. Some frogs will glow when they eat fireflies. Before 1913 parents could mail their kids to grandmas through the postal service. By the same token, don't drink too much water or you can effectively dilute your internal chemistry to the point you will get sick. Brigadier Sir Nils Olav is a king penguin. He is Colonel-in-Chief of the Norwegian King's Guard, as well as the mascot. He currently lives in the Edinburgh Zoo in Scotland. So Scotland is currently holding a Norwegian colonel as a prisoner of war. There are more stars than there are grains of sand on all the beaches in the world. Cows can walk upstairs, but they can't walk down. Cattle rustler can confirm. This list of what groups of animals are called, i.e. a group of elephants is a parade, a group of owls is a parliament, a group of wild cats is called a destruction. A group of 4-year-olds is a nightmare. Owls cannot be choked. OMG, this means that someone tried to choke them and failed on more than one occasion. It was probably that kid who got swindled out of a Tootsie Roll Pop. A platypus lays eggs and has milk, making it the only mammal that could in theory make its own custard. They also have poison in their thumb. Making pennies cost more than their actual value. Humans are bioluminescent and glow in the dark, but the light that we emit is 1000 times weaker than our human eyes are able to pick up. What animals have eyes sensitive enough to see us as glow in the dark? Vampire bats, up close, can see our arteries by infrared glow to them. The arteries of large animals are easy to spot. They have a unique protein in their retina that is activated by infrared wavelength light let off by mammalian body temperature. Male seahorses carry the baby in their tummy instead of the mommy. Babies, lots of them. Billy goats wee on their heads to smell better for the lady goats. Lobsters were considered disgusting and low-class food, to the point that feeding them to prisoners too often was considered cruel and unusual punishment. Also, they're basically just big sea roaches. It's only cruel and unusual if they weren't offered butter. Your hand is exactly the same size as your face. Thwack. You have siblings, don't you? Oh yes. Stop hitting yourself. Oh Jesus, the flashbacks. Butterflies smell with their feet. Butterflies will also literally drink blood, sweat, and tears. Cheese is just a loaf of milk. Thanks, I hate it. Animals that lay eggs don't have belly buttons. Slugs have 4 noses. Camels have 3 eyelids. Flamingos turn pink from eating shrimp. Kangaroos cannot walk backward. A hummingbird weighs less than a penny. Broccoli is classified as both a vegetable and a flower. The Hawaiian alphabet only has 12 letters. Fish cough. Snails breathe through their foot. If you keep a goldfish in a dark room, it will turn white. Bullfrogs never sleep. Elephants can't jump. Pigs can get a sunburn. Fish can drown. The average American eats approximate 35,000 cookies in his/her life. Only male turkeys gobble. Penguins are the only birds that can both swim and not fly. Male kangaroos are called boomers and females are called flyers. Koalas sleep 22 hours a day. Kangaroos can't smell. The distance from your inner elbow to your wrist is the same as the length of your foot. This one is fun because it sounds insane. The forearm looks longer, but if you put your foot to your arm, you see that it's accurate. If you put both hands in front of you and write a word, your non-dominant hand will write an exact mirror of your dominant hand without you having to think about it. It will work with shapes too if she's too young to write words. What body part grows 10 times its size when stimulated? The pupil of the eye.